on the handling of farm chemicals. And besides the common sense, everyday safety precautions about the farm, of grounding shop tools, having goggles available for grinders, slippery walkways and ladders and all those sort of things. And this isn't all bad. Farming is one of the most hazardous occupations. And I think that there's a lot of good that will come out of this educational program. But I think we need to remember that these OSHA rules, these safety rules, only apply to farmers who employ people to work for them. And a farmer that's doing all of his own work and never has any hired help is not going to be affected at all by this. He can have any kind of a sloppy arrangement he wants. He'll not be in violation. But if he hires somebody for just a half a day, then he'd better have his house in order. And I think a lot of good can come out of this. And I don't buy the idea that small employers should be eliminated. I think that all workers are entitled to this kind of protection. Right.
Questions, comments?
I would like to make one comment. It looks as though with the statements you made regarding my department of government that if all of these areas were implemented, that I would be a pretty busy man. In fact, I might need someone like yourself to help me run it.
Well, Bill, I've thought for some time, and as you know, we've supported. When I was in the legislature, I was a co-sponsor of a bill to really upgrade the Department of Agriculture. I think it's rather sad in the most agricultural state in the nation that you have the job of supervising a department of government that really doesn't have its finger on the pulse or have control of what's going on in agriculture. We have dozens of boards and commissions, and I've mentioned some of them, that are autonomous, almost completely beyond your touch or control, running their own little kingdom with money that's either been appropriated by state government or a system or gimmicks that have been set up so they collect the money directly from the producer. And they're over here at the one side spending their money and running it any way they want to without any coordination from state government or from the Department of Agriculture. And I think this is an intolerable situation, and I think it ought to be changed. And I would hope that this planning committee, when you're writing your report, you deal rather specifically with the need to restructure the Department of Agriculture to bring in all of these agri-related commissions and committees so that we can have some direction and some uniformity in what we're trying to do in agriculture in South Dakota.
In developing a